Are you gonna finish the walls and stuff yourself? Do you know how to do drywalling? Let's post a story. All right. Oh, heck no. Fuck. All right. Thanks for the blesses. Someone's coming over to tell you how much? Hopefully it's not going to be too much. All right, so what I'm thinking, guys, is for the stabilizer, I'm just going to be using the stabilizer on the inside or on the bag itself, this section, to keep the top stable. I think with that and then these two pieces glued together, it'll have enough rigidity. We'll see once I'm going through it, like how I feel and if it does need to be changed up a little tiny bit. But now it's just kind of the slow process of going through, seeing what we think. I might put stabilizer in this as well. So we're probably gonna work on this piece first, which is the front top, the flap of the bag. Oh, nice. That's really nice. Having like a friend is always the best to be able to help with work like that. You know, I don't know where I put my sitters. I wish I knew where my fabric sitters were. Sitters, where'd you go? I don't remember the last place I had them. It's been a while. Did I take them to a market with me? I did. Hey, I'm a genius. Snip, snip. Oh. So I'm gonna use the scissors. The scissors. God damn it! I keep bringing things where they're not supposed to. Excuse me. All right. All right, so I'm just gonna trace my design and then I'm gonna go in after and change the actual size of this, but this just makes it a little easier for cutting out initially. Tracer. All right. Lay this back down here. So, I want to make this probably a centimeter smaller. Tracer, I hardly know her. Is that an Overwatch reference? I'm not smart, guys. Do 0.7. So I'm just using this to kind of mark that 0.7, and then this is 2 centimeters, so we want 3 centimeters from the top. Overwatch who? 2.5. So these are our new markers. Hey, Anti, how are you? All right. So, I've been so addicted to Final Fantasy. Amazing. We know a couple of people in here who also love Final Fantasy. Using your projects? That's sweet. I'm not very good with electronics. I'm definitely more of a handy woman. Greetings from Italy? Well, hello from Canada. Point 7. So what I'm doing here is marking where my stabilizers are gonna go. Hey, Spider Pig, thank you so much for that resub. Welcome back, my friend. How have you been? All right. That is cool. An eyeball clock that looks at the time would be freaking sweet, Anti. I think that's a great idea. It's very creative. Haven't been able to join stream in a bit. Spider Pig, I actually haven't been streaming very much recently. This is my first stream really since the beginning of January. It's been a couple months, so you're not alone on that front of not being around. Always missing things that I want. I'm so bad for putting them away in the spots they're not supposed to go. Always. What do I have done with this thing now? I wanted my little roller. It's typically in here, but that's fine. I'll just use my bone knife. Yeah, I game every day, but I just don't stream the games that I'm playing anymore. Oh. I need to go force myself to get back to work, supposed to when the lunch break was over. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day, Squid. Thank you for stopping by. All right. Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna stick around. Nice. Well, I really appreciate it. Yeah, so once Arc 2 releases, I definitely plan on doing some streaming of that. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Arc, so it'd be hard for me not to want to stream it. see. All right. Yeah, I think Vin Diesel is going to be in Arc 2, which is hilarious. If anyone has any questions of what I'm doing, feel free to ask. I'm just kind of in the zone, enjoying myself and the company. Hope you don't mind. That used to be amazing, Anthar. What book am I listening to? I am listening to The Final Empire. It's a Brandon Sanderson series. The Mistborn series is what it is. Mistborn, yeah, it's a great series. Hey, I'm gonna go grab my cloth and a little dab of water. I've just got some glue on the ice outside of the bag. Oh, spilled it on my laps instead. Yeah, that's what I'm listening to. The first book of the series. It's great. I've listened to this series once already, but that was back in 2020. So I wanted to give it another listen. What's it called? The Final Empire. Just trimming off any extra material. So this is 2 pieces that have been put together with that firm stabilizer in it. And as you can see, it's actually keeping its shape the way we want a purse to. Doesn't feel too rigid, definitely not too soft, and I can play with it so it's quite malleable. Sweet. I'd say this bag might take us a couple days to make, guys. I thought it was going to be pretty quick, but seeing it now, I just want to go nice and slow. I'm tempted to hand stitch this whole thing, guys. Good things do definitely take time. You're not wrong. Do I want to hand stitch this puppy or sewing machine stitch? It's very, very satisfying. I usually hand stitch most of my stuff, but I do have an industrial sewing machine now. I actually got that last year. The hammer always gets me. I was on a different screen. Was it scary? Sorry. I think we're gonna hand stitch it, guys. Jump scared? Oh, I'm so sorry. Decisions! I know. I think I'll probably machine stitch the gusset and the main body together, but I will hand stitch any pieces that have the green that you can actually see. Because the stitches will want to be a lot nicer for those sections. But I've definitely thought about it, and I have let everyone know that when certain games come out, I will definitely be playing them. But for the most part, I'm definitely like done gaming full time on Twitch. I definitely prefer not full time. No, we're actually, Red Bull sugar-free, let's go. Always baby. I am a sugar-free Red Bull fan. Now what? Yeah, mutter is what we say here in Newfoundland for mom. It's mother, but mutter. Ooh. Glad there was no fingies under that. Three here. It's gonna be so pretty. At least I hope it is. I'm working on this bag with no expectation just yet. Hopefully it turns out nice. All right. Chair lower than usual? No. So I'm going to use my stitching pony for this, just so that it's a little bit easier. Looks like a big toenail clipper. It's a little clamp to hold the leather. It's pretty great. Thread decisions, I think I'm just gonna go with black. Frog is still holding needles, Console. Get this. Yeah, I'm thinking like a nice clean black stitch so everything is very just like, I don't know, luxurious looking. This is actually a cricket. Oh, no. Fiskars? A Fiskars mat? I thought it was my old one, but it's a different one. I think so too, Console. The Cricut one has been in heaven for a while. You're not wrong. I actually used my Cricut a bunch just before Christmas, like making thank you cards and stickers and stuff like that for my orders. It was great. Move this down a little bit more so it's a little more solid. All right. Boop. Guys, I hope this looks good. Oh, let me refresh again. The Cricut can cut leather, yes. We need one more camera for up close. I know. I wonder, Ow, fuck. It's not as nice of a view, and it's still kind of hard to see, but how's that? Oh my God, I look terrible. That better? You guys can at least see a little bit. Thanks, guys. I hate side profile. I have like a double chin. All of us, my sister, my brother, my mom, we all had this little jowl and I hate it. So yeah, all I'm doing now is saddle stitching our pieces together. That I have bad posture, even if I sit with my back completely straight, which I know I have terrible posture in general, but I feel like it's still... Can we get brisket emote? Like a slice of brisket? I do want to make some new emotes. Let me put this up again. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, Kobold. How's your day? Thank you so much for the raid. It's all right. Good. Oops. All right, we got our first, how many inches is this? Got our first 2.5 inches stitched, y'all. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. I do have Twitter, but I actually don't use Twitter a lot myself anymore. I've been trying to use less social media. I was using a lot of social media for a while there, and I'm trying to get a bit better. Oh. So myself and Andrew actually moved here back in October or September, October time. So we've been here for a couple months. So I have actually moved it. We used to live in a different house, but we sold our house. That's essentially, if you go look, Fennec, I think the only tweets I've recently liked was your art tweets, hilariously enough. Oh, the brisket picture. Yes, I know what one you're talking about now. That photo is so ridiculous. I can't believe that happened. That was a complete stranger who took that photo. They walked up to me later and was like, listen, I'm so sorry, but I have to show you something. And that's what they showed me. I was like, what the fuck? And it's all AI generated? Yeah, that does suck. Oh my God. If anyone hasn't seen that photo, you definitely should. I was at an event doing photography and videos for a friend, and our other friends were making brisket for the event. They have a little like shop. And yeah, that was me in the background of a stranger's photo just nomming on some brisket. You can almost see the cutting mat. How's it going, Elephant Ninja? Good to see you. Epic Ninja. There we go. Put the elephant in the front. Don't try and out-heart me. Oh, it's snowing out a little bit again. By the way, while I'm stitching, it's a little hard to read the chat. It's just a little tiny on my iPad, so that's why I'm being a little more quiet. Plus, I'm obviously also paying attention to this because I want to do a good job. On a custom wallet phone case for myself right now, but I have to design 3D print a custom clamp to hold the phone that will get sewed in. Sweet. I'll show you guys the stitching on this. We're about halfway done. So this is the back side. Oh, I forgot. This is where the camera is now. This way. There we go. Sorry. Badoo. It's gonna look good. Oh, I have my 2750 in the other room, but I wanted to hand stitch this bag in certain sections. I am going to machine stitch it in other spots, but I'm going to be hand stitching it in some. No, I'm going to be edge painting this. I'm so excited. You guys will get to see some edge painting. I'm gonna stream this process today. Once we do this stitching, we'll be doing some edge painting. Ask this a lot, but do you have any tips for running a successful Etsy shop? So I guess the biggest thing is constant updates and stuff like that. Having a very nice product and nice photos make a really big difference. You know, people, when they come onto your shop, they're looking for one, like reviews and stuff like that, but they're also looking to see like what the product you're making is and how nice those products look and how they all mesh together as well. So that's kind of something that's really important. It's just like the presentation of your shop, but also like how you manage it in the sense of like replying back to people, doing sales, coupon codes, different stuff like that. So there's little ways to help. Also, I know that like I personally have never done like ads through Etsy, but some people do ads or offer free shipping, which is a big part of like Etsy's like, hey, if you offer free shipping to the States, you'll kind of have more search results and stuff. So there's little tiny things that Etsy does as well to help make everything a little more seamless, but also helps you in a success way. But also, I will say Etsy's not like amazing. So over the last, I think 2 years, Etsy has raised their fees by 6.2 or 6.6% or something like that. So their fees are getting more. While back in 2021, Etsy actually doubled their revenue expectations, making something like $2 or $3 billion over what they had expected to make. And then instead of helping creators out, they increased fees. So like, I don't love Etsy because they're kind of not great in that kind of sense, but it's also an amazing website for getting started. It's extremely intuitive, very easy to learn. The fact that the shipping is all integrated through Etsy is really nice. But yeah, it definitely has its issues. Yeah, 100%. I know that like I definitely lose money selling through Etsy, which is one of the reasons I'm working on my own website right now. I'd like to be able to move off of Etsy at some point in time so that way I can, you know, make more income, because that's all what this is about. It's about trying to make a living doing something that I really like. And unfortunately, when there's a lot of like fees and taxes and stuff, it does cut into your revenue. Do you mean, when you say Karen, do you mean Karen from school? But hello. Amazing. How's it going? I recently got my hair cut, and I was telling the lady, she was like talking about trends that she didn't like, and she's like, oh, I hate that mullets are coming back. And all I could think about was your haircut. I was like, man, I saw someone recently with what looked like a, you know, newer mullet style. I was like, it looked fucking great on them. I was like, I don't know what kind of mullets you've been seeing, but this thing looked great. Well, thanks for following and stopping by and saying hey. We're actually working on a new purse design. I'm doing some saddle stitching, which is hand stitching of the bag. But I will show you guys what it looks like in just a moment, because I'm almost finished. Everyone is a critic, aren't they? But I will say she did do a good job on my hair. I was very happy. It's not often I get someone who's good at curly cuts. Got the wolf cut? I think wolf cuts look really cool. I did have to cut 5 inches off my hair to fix it though. So back last year around like say the summertime, I got a really bad haircut. I went to a salon, was like, please book me with whoever is the best curly hair cutter here. And they booked me with a woman, and unfortunately, she was definitely not a curly hairdresser. And I had to go back the next day to get the manager to fix it. She ended up having to cut off, I think, 3 inches just to fix the bottom layer. And then my haircut just before vacation, they had to cut off another 5 to fix it. But it finally looks good now. The lady who originally cut my hair, she made it look like I was wearing extensions, guys. So with my hair, when it gets curly, the top layers kind of come up a bit. So when she had cut it, there was like, the bottom like layer of my hair was just super flat and long. And then the rest of the layers came up a couple inches above it and then started having layers. And I was like, man, this looks really bad. And then when I put it in the brains, ugh. Yeah, and that's what I said. And the worst part is the lady who actually gave me the good haircut recently, she's like, well, you know, some hairstylists have to lie. And I was like, what? I was like, no. She's like, well, you know, if we don't lie and say we know how to cut curly hair, we're never going to get to cut curly hair. I was like, but that's how you end up having situations like this where my hair is fucked up because you said you knew what you were doing, but you don't. Good with curly and textured hair? Sweet. That's a horrible take? I thought so too. I was like, man, that is definitely not the take you want to be telling your clientele. I was like, you're lucky it's me. Like, I'm very easygoing with my hair. Like, it's just hair. It'll eventually grow back, but I just don't want to be lied to. You know what I mean? I want them to tell me the truth. Like, if you don't know how to cut my hair, then that's okay. Yeah, if they're learning, like, you can give me a discount, but just at least tell me. That's all I care about. Just tell me that you're not someone who has done a lot of curly haircuts, because it was bad. All right, last stitch, and then I can show you guys how this is looking. I'm just gonna do a little back stitch here to seal this bad boy off. Boop. For anyone who is just coming in, we are actually working on a new luxury purse design. Best art streamer? I don't know if this is considered art though. I guess technically it could be considered art depending on who you're talking to. Oh, let me get this back again so I can put this down correctly. Ta-da! Yeah, that's sweet, Janice. That's really smart. So, how long have you been streaming? Karen, I've actually been streaming since, well, actually, when I got out of high school, I joined the military, and then I spent my first military paychecks on building myself a computer, and I started streaming. I started YouTube, I should say, but I didn't start streaming until around probably like 2013, but I did it full time in 2016. And I've essentially been streaming, and I was playing games, so I did do games for a very long time, but I kind of switched after not enjoying it as much, and now I'm doing leathercraft. Yeah, 2016 is definitely when I had my largest following. It was kind of crazy. A little too much. I'm much happier with a smaller channel. The money was great. But it was really scary. People on the internet are fucking crazy. That's really impressive. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I've been doing it a long time. It's not something like I talk about often with people in real life, just because I get kind of embarrassed about being a bit of a nerd. Not so much you guys. It was more so just like a safety aspect. Like, back then, I got swatted, which was really bad. Like, I was swatted. I had a lot of like rape threats and just people being like stalkerish and stuff like that. And yeah, it just wasn't a great time. So after the last couple of bad scenarios, I was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. This is not fun. Yeah, it was crazy, Squid. So what I'm doing now is just hammering down my threads. This is just to make them much tighter. Seals the leather. See, unfortunately, I wasn't at this point in time, I wasn't like a micro community. So I have like close to 150,000 followers across all forms of social media. Back then, it was around 300,000 followers. And I think I had a concurrent of around like, in the heyday, I had a concurrent of like 2,000 to 5,000, like 2,000 to 5,000 viewers a stream. So that was a lot, and it got very, very crazy, like too crazy. People, yeah, you're no longer a person in people's eyes at that point in time. They see you as like a celebrity, and it's, people get scary. That's the best way to put it. All right, so Oh, other forms of media, for sure. So this is